Rock Show. Our next guest is from Netflix Sneaky Link Show, Justin. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, of course.
Can you explain, though, the show Sneaky Links for somebody that's never seen it or hasn't heard of it?
Okay, so pretty much the Sneaky Links is five singles coming to a TV show, and unexpectedly they think they're going to a brand new hot TV show to meet five new hot singles, have a great time, kind of like Too Hot to Handle kind of thing. And then one by one, their Sneaky Links walk by from the past. So that's the whole concept. So after they see their Sneaky Link come in, you want to see if your connection with your Sneaky Link is stronger or if your connection with someone else is stronger.
Okay. And you came in as like you were going to tempt the couples and be somebody that they could date. How did the casting process start for that? And like, how did it happen? And when did you find out you're going on the show?
It was kind of, it was like an 8-month process, and we kind of got recruited for it. It was kind of, we got tricked also, they trick us as well. So they told us the show is called Love Rules. So for the entire casting process, I'm thinking we're doing a brand new Netflix special. It's going to be, a huge thing. It's going to pop out. I thought it was like a Too Hot to Handle Part 2 is like what my mindset was all the way up into the whole process. We did like a background checks and everything during the casting process. And then I think it was 30 seconds before I went on the set, they gave me a huge packet of papers and I had to sign it. And it said title change. It's called Sneaky Links Motel. And I thought it was like a trick. I thought it was fake. And I thought, there's no way.
Yeah.
I've been getting recruited to do Love Rules, and it popped out and I did Sneaky Links Motel. So partly got tricked during the casting process.
They're sneaky like that. I know they do psych evaluations, though, and it's a longer process than most people know. I've done a couple reality shows, but they want you to get excited to be on it and not understand the full role before you jump on.
Yeah, they don't want you to do like research on it. They don't want you to understand or try and plot out some type of game plan when you go on. So
yeah,
everything else. So that's why they did that as well.
More natural. So what was your experience like? Did you like it? Would you do it again?
The experience there is like when you look online, it's a really extravagant place, but at the end of the day, we were living inside of a motel. We're living inside of a motel in Arizona in like 200-degree weather. It was so hot. It was like 117 degrees the whole time. But besides that, like hanging out with everyone each day and going down and chatting, like all those things are fun. The part that I didn't really enjoy is when you're not filming, or pretty much you can't talk to people. So they just send you to your room and they lock you in there for a pretty long time with no contact. So you just get driven crazy a bit. But other than that, like it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun.
Did they take your cell phone from you?
Yeah, there was no cell phone. So
you had landlines, though. I saw people were calling each other on landlines. Could you use that?
You couldn't. You could use it to talk to the operator if you need to get some like food or you needed like something special for your room. And then at night, the whole premise of it is at 11:30, all the lights turn pink and your landline works again, and you can call another guest of the whole motel and try and ask if you want to hang out, like during the Sneaky Link hours, what they called it.
Oh, crazy. So did you form a connection with anybody on the show, either as friends or more than friends?
Both a little bit. I formed connections with a couple of the guys when we were on there, because once I didn't form a strong connection.
As a Sneaky Link?
No Sneaky Link with the guy. No. I have nothing wrong with that, but I did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I formed a connection with one of the guys I came on the show with, David. We got really close because we didn't find a connection on the show, so we're just like, let's just enjoy our time at this motel. Like it looks nice, we got a pool in the middle. Let's just go here and have fun, So after like the 4th, 5th day, we like exhausted all of our options, so we just started hanging out and just being bros by the pool. That's what our end of the show was. But besides that, I talked to like 4 or 5 girls on the show. They didn't really show it. I think they showed like three girls I talked to on the show. But I was shooting shots. I tried my luck with everyone. But I got there so late and everyone was already in such a strong connection. It's like end game at that point. Everyone's just trying to lock in with who they're with and just coast through. And then after go ahead.
No, that's gotta be hard though. I was saying like these people have been hooking up, one couple for 10 years, another couple for a couple years. That is really hard to come in. You're not all just new people meeting and trying to vibe. So that's a difficult situation.
Yeah, it's like a really long sneaky link couples. You're trying to break things up, and it's also like in game where you think you don't know what's gonna happen in the end. I thought there was gonna be some type of prize in the end, so I was like, let me try and focus. I'm competitive. I was like, let me try and win this. Let me try and
Yeah.
find someone and actually see if it's gonna work. And inevitably, it didn't. So I'm still single.
Well, wait, I thought you were engaged, Justin. I still have the ring. I thought you asked me to marry you and we were engaged the whole
We,
time.
we are we are engaged. We are engaged, but it's been a long time. I'm still wearing my ring as well. I'm wearing my ring.
Okay, we have an open engagement. So
Oh yeah.
you could go on sneaky links. So that's maybe the situation.
I got permission. I got permission to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mr.
love
Oh,
that
Mr. Bougie.
yeah, you can do it. I love that you rep Sacramento right away. You're from Sacramento because that was huge. You don't hear a lot of people from Sacramento on dating shows. And
Yeah.
you're in basketball right now. Tell me about like your whole basketball career and what's going on there.
Oh yeah. So I'll kind of tell you how I was able to even do the show. So last year I was playing overseas as well, and it just happened. I was getting recruited for the TV show while I was overseas. So I'm doing interviews like how we're doing now during the casting process while I was there. So then when I finally landed back in the U.S., they were like, "Okay, we're ready for you to come film. We're gonna fly you out to Arizona." We filmed it last June. Last June. So we filmed the whole thing, and then they're like, "Okay, it's not gonna come out for a year and a half." So I was just like, I thought it was gonna come out kind of sooner than that. But with basketball, I got the summer. I get the summers free, so I'm here in Sacramento during the summers. I travel around a lot during the summer. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much how I was able to film it and get it all done. But
It's
now,
wild how long the editing process takes to get it
yeah,
all out.
yeah, it's forever. And once last summer ended, I went and played basketball again overseas, and I just finished up in Greece this like a month ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
I bet you're popular overseas.
You could say a little bit.
You're a hot, tall dude. And you're like American, and so it's different, And so I bet the ladies like it.
Yeah, out there, like I'm the foreign guy out there. You know how guys would say like, "Oh, I want a foreign baddie." Like
Yeah,
I guess I am the foreign baddie out there. And
you're the foreign baddie. That's hilarious. So is basketball like your dream career? Is that what you would like to stick with, or?
I think for as long as possible, as long as my body holds up and I'm not getting too banged up. I think
Yeah.
it's a really enjoyable thing. You get to see the entire world, you get to travel, and you get to just make money just bouncing the ball around, competing. So you can't complain.
Yeah. What would you do outside of basketball?
I'd say real estate. I'd say I'd get into some type of real estate or sales. That's probably
Yeah.
something where like what I do affects what my income, like something like that. Like
How much effort you put into how much you'll make. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool. Can I ask you questions about Sacramento randomly?
Oh yeah, let's shoot.
Okay. What do you think of the dating scene in Sacramento?
Terrible. Terrible. I think if you find someone in Sacramento that 5 of your friends don't already know, then you just found a diamond in the rough. I think every time I see a girl, I look at Instagram has the mutuals now. I click girl and I'm like 30 mutuals, and then my head just goes to the darkest place. I'm like,
you and me had a girl in common, and I laughed hard.
We did.
That's how bad Sacktown is.
That's how bad Sacktown is.
No, she's a hottie though. She's like the hottest chick I've ever got. So
my Eskimo sister.
Yeah, I know, right? I agree. I don't know why it is. I seem to connect with people in LA, and it's a bummer because I'm not going to move back down there. And Sacramento is regurgitated. I'll download a dating app because it had been a year and I'll try it. It's the same guys. And a lot of them have this like Peter Pan, I never want to grow up. And then I hear my guy friends, it's worse for girls. They'll be like on the dating app pregnant or just completely ran through or have no money, nothing going on, kind of wanting to be taken care of.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you did with me. You took care of me. So.
I'll be your sugar mama.
You're my sugar mom.
Yeah, you could. That was, it was a fun day because the AC was out at the bar and we were all just super hot and like giving out drinks. It was just like, it was wild. It was not, Okay, are you a Kings fan?
Um, Naturally, yes, because I live here. But my favorite team is actually Los Angeles Clippers. Don't make fun of me, but
Wow, that's
I love them.
different.
I love them. I love them.
That's cool.
Throughout the
Maybe
years.
you get drafted on the
Yeah, we'll
Clippers.
see. We'll see.
That'd be
I'll
sick.
make some calls.
Yeah. Okay, did anyone slide into your DMs after the show?
Yeah, actually, I just woke up this morning and I was checking my phone trying to figure out what time I had to do this, and I got another DM about some girls. So what she did is she messaged me and she said, "I just watched the show and I just saw you walk in, so I'm shooting my shot as a placeholder. I'm gonna finish the show to see if you had a connection, and if you did, I'm gonna respect that. But if you didn't, here I am until I finish the show." So she
That's
like,
cute. That's
I
nice.
was like, that was nice. That was a good little. That was a respectful DM slide right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like reality shows, they're right up there now with all celebrities. It's kind of
Yeah.
all in the same genre of like it's a big deal. And then you can sometimes do perfect match for another show from doing one of these
Mhm.
shows. So it doesn't just
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Netflix has like a reality dating pool. So like once or a reality TV show pool. So once you've done one, like you're in like their Rolodex, they can call you up to do the next one, or if there's another opportunity that pops up. So who
Would you
knows?
do
Maybe
another one?
I do a competition one. I do like the circle or battle camp or the mole or something like that, where it's not just dating. I
Yeah.
after they tricked me into doing sneaky links, I got back to Sacramento after I landed from Greece, and every building I walked in, all my friends, oh, Mr. Sneaky Link, Mr. Sneaky Link's in the building. Oh, hide your bitch.
That's so funny. And you're like, dude, I didn't even know I was doing sneaky links.
I was going on there to be on a regular dating show, and now I'm Mr. Sneaky Link.
Yeah. To age me, so I went on MTV's Date My Mom. It was a show back in the early 2000s. And it's
Mhm.
hard. We actually connected in Orange County and he lived in Alaska. So a lot of these two don't make sense because even if you do make a connection, a lot of times you're not in the same state. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
how some of the people on the show were for us. One was in San Francisco and the other one's in New York. So you kind of try and figure out how they're going to make it work. That's a long distance
Or
for sure.
someone's got to move, which is a lot to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
we'll see how that works.
What is your favorite place to go out in Sacramento?
My favorite place to go out, I'm gonna say Bar West. That's like my safe haven, Bar West. Besides that, I'd say just like a chill spot. I'd like to go to like sports bars, like just like a Yard House or Tom's Watch Bar or something like that.
Yeah.
I stay in downtown for the most part, or I'll stay the place that I met you. You know,
Like a dive bar in West Sac.
yeah, a random dive bar in West Side.
Yeah, yeah. I like Doco though. And
Yeah,
yeah, I like downtown and midtown. There's some cool spots. Where
yeah.
do you think's the best spot to meet a suitable person you could date? Is it Bar West or where can
No,
you
no,
meet?
no, 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 no. You go to Bar West just to have a good time and just bullshit around. I'd say if you want to meet someone, go somewhere a little more quiet. Go to like a restaurant where you can like walk around and like be by the bar. Go to Zocalo. Go to something like that. Go Darling Aviary. Go somewhere where it's like not too loud. You can mingle, mix and mingle, walk around a bit. I'd say like something like that. It's a good vibe.
Do people still meet out and about or has the internet, either dating apps or sliding in the DMs, kind of taken over as how to meet someone?
I'd say people still meet out and about, but guys are a little more shy. Girls are a little more like you go and approach them, and they're like, ew, like don't speak to me. Or you try and meet the girl like at the gym. Guys would say, I don't want to meet my girl at the club. I don't want to meet my girl at the club. But then you try and approach the girl at like the grocery store or somewhere wholesome, the gym, and they're like,
Yeah.
stay away from me, you creep. So it's a double edged sword, I guess. You just can't win.
Wow, I would love when guys come up to me, but I don't know. I'm like a outgoing kind of that's neat. It feels good.
Yeah, you just
But I
get
think younger guys are more afraid in general. Not you. You have a lot of confidence, but a lot of the younger guys, I feel like want to approach online.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the videos we see, like the guys are always like, oh, like where the hoes at? Where the hoes at? And then like they get in front of them, and then just like they get quiet and sit in the corner.
Yeah. What
So
would be the best app to approach somebody on, you think?
You said the best dating app currently?
Just the best app in general. So like a social media app.
Oh, social media. I would say, I mean, Instagram is a dating app in itself. That's probably your best bet because shooting random shots on Twitter or I don't know Facebook, I don't think you get as many hits on that. I heard Facebook has its own like dating like app built into
You
it.
can date on Facebook. Yeah, I'm not on Facebook, but I heard that you could do that, and I think it's for older people or like I don't know. The boomers have taken over Facebook.
Yeah, but no, I heard like this one you can like swipe left, swipe right. Like when you see people's Facebook profile, and you can like swipe through it. I just heard about that.
They should do that for the gram because like that's
Yeah,
where the younger hot people are. We should make the
yeah.
gram an actual swiping.
I think we just cracked the code.
Yeah, we got to make that.
Yeah, we cracked
So,
the code.
what's coming up for you, Justin, the rest of 2025? What's happening in your life?
2025. I'm gonna go to Las Vegas in July. If anyone wants to meet me in Las Vegas, come by. I'll be there on the 11th. And then from there, I'm just gonna be playing basketball and training for the rest of the summer, and we're getting offers to either go to another country or go back to Greece. So we're just kind of getting the offers, filtering through, and saying yes and no to these offers.
Awesome. Well, dude, thank you so much for stopping by Stef's Rock Show, and we got to keep in contact, and we got to hang out sometime.
Oh, of course. Just hit me up. I'll be free.
Sure.
Well, we actually get married now. Our engagement.
We got to plan the wedding.
Yeah, our engagement's been dragging on. It's been dragging on for a while.
We got to invite people out.
Yeah, exactly.